And so I began to pray. And I prayed fervently. And I prayed to God. I said, God, I have come to a point where I realize that I cannot figure out who you are. You have to tell me who you are. And if you will tell me to be a Christian and to follow Jesus, I will follow you. And if you tell me to stay a Muslim, I will follow you. Just give me a vision, give me a dream, give me something so that I know you're telling me what's the truth. And he did. He gave me a vision, and he gave me 3 dreams over the course of a few months. But I will tell you this, through the vision and through the dreams, I realized that I had been given an invitation into heaven, and the only way I could accept that, the only way I could get into heaven is if I accepted that invitation, the gospel message. And that's the only way I would be saved. Otherwise, I would be lost. God made this abundantly clear to me through dreams and visions, as he does with many Muslims around the world, by the way. And so at that moment, I bowed my knee. I prayed to receive the Lord. It sounded very Muslim, what I prayed. No one had told me about a sinner's prayer. But I prayed to receive the Lord. Intellectually in that moment, I assented to the gospel, but it didn't really hit me until a few days later. When my mom was standing in front of me, and if you had met her before that day, you would have seen a woman who had light in her eyes. She just loved to receive people. She welcomed people into her home, fed them till they were far beyond full, always gregarious, talkative. That was my mom. But it was like that day, I reached into her eyes and turned off that light. She's never been the same. I didn't realize this. This wasn't something I was consciously thinking. I just looked at the evidence and I said, oh, I'm not convinced. But the thing that was keeping me from being convinced was the cost that I would have to pay subconsciously.